We ask for your prayers this morning as we use our sermon topic 42. Can you look and tell somebody, my number is 42? Now, I got to watch it when I say it to some folk. My number is 42, amen. For those of us who follow sports, numbers have a great significance. Matter of fact, if we were to have a throwback jersey day today or any Sunday, you would see how important numbers are. We identify our favorite players by numbers. In basketball, old school, Bill Russell wore number 6, Dr. J wore number 6, Oscar Robertson wore number 1, and I guess the most famous, Michael Jordan wore 23. And you'll see persons putting on the numbers of the people that they feel are their stars, are their favorites. In football, Redskin fans know that 28 was Darrell Green, 17 was Doug Williams, 44 was John Riggins, and to now, number 10 is Robert Griffin III. We all have numbers by which we feel close to. Bobby Mitchell, 49. For me, Jim Brown, my favorite player, number 32. In baseball, we see the same thing. Willie Mays, number 24. Hank Aaron, number 44. But there's one number that kind of stands out in all of sports. In most team sports, if a player has done enough to verify the fact that his number should be retired, that team will retire that number so no one else playing on that team will wear that number in recognition for the greatness that that player has. But there's only been one number that an entire sport has retired, and that number is 42. And that number was worn by Jackie Robinson, who played for 10 years for the Brooklyn Dodgers from 1947 to 1957. And the reason why he is so significant is because he was the first black player in Major League Baseball. And this past month, the number one movie in America was called 42, that gave a life snapshot of Jackie Robinson's first 2 years in minor league baseball and then integrating Major League Baseball. And it showed the challenges that he had to go through. And it emphasized the number 42. Now, many of you know Pastor Joanne majored in communications from Boston University. And in getting that degree, much of her time was spent watching movies. Not watching movies as we watch movies just for entertainment's sake, but watching movies as a student would study something. And now, after 34 years of marriage, I too have a greater sense of when I go to a movie of what it means, for she's told me that anytime the camera focuses in on something, it focuses in on it for a reason. It never just shows something coincidentally. It does it for, so in the movie 42, about the life of Jackie Robinson, it focused on his number 3 significant times. The first one was when he was coming out of the dugout for the very first time that he was getting ready to play Major League Baseball for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And as he emerged from the dugout, the camera focused on his number 42, for this was the beginning of his career in Major League Baseball. The second time it focused in on his number was when a racist coach got under his skin, because the coach on the other team was calling him all kinds of names, and he felt he couldn't take it anymore. So he left the field and hit his bat so hard against the wall that it shattered, and he was ready to quit. And Branch Rickey, the owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers, came into the dugout and convinced him that he could not quit now. And so he convinced him to go back into the game. And so the camera focused in on Jackie Robinson's number 42 when he was about to quit, but now reemerged because he did not have a quitter's mentality. And the final time it focused on 42 was a picture that also was very racist. And at the very end of the movie, he hit a home run against that pitcher. And as he was rounding the bases, After his first year of playing Major League Baseball, it showed him coming towards home plate, and it emphasized the number of 42, symbolizing what his future was going to be. Number one, when he first entered. Number two, the challenge that he was going through when he felt like quitting. And number three, when it symbolized the future that he was getting ready to have.